Hi, it's Nat. It is now 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, December 6, 2014 in the morning. Okay, let me just name the topic first. The topic that I want to talk about is called "The Next Level of My Energy Abilities Has Begun. New Type of Energy and My First Trance Energy Healing." Friday, December 5th, 2014. Basically, first of all, the moon is going to be completely full within the next several hours. And I just want to say that this full moon has been powerful. I didn't even think of it being full moon until when I wrote when the free writing came to me earlier Friday morning, which is called we are the evolution, this is our revolution, we are the liberation. When I wrote that, and because lately usually those writings come around the full moon and stuff, I was like, I think the moon is probably full. And when I looked up, I said that it's basically 99% full. So I feel the energy, and this entire week I pretty much feel the energy of the moon, even though I didn't even think of it or didn't even realize it that it is the full moon, which would make sense why I haven't been able to sleep at night. Like this week, since Saturday actually. Since like Friday or Saturday of last week, like I just started not being able to sleep at all. I'm just laying in bed, and then this week all I've been doing is just working on my blog and usually I don't get to go to bed until 5 in the morning. That's when I finally feel energy completely depleted. And last night I did the same thing. I didn't go to bed until 5, and I got up at 9, and I lasted all day today. So the energy is very powerful, and I'm learning to use the energy from the full moon or the moon itself in a productive way, I believe, and I feel very productive today. I wrote a lot today, and a lot of things happen in this moon cycle, which I will talk about it in my writing about the activation number, because they are activation number that happened this week. So I would like to talk about energy because I have noticed that last night, well, not last night, but Friday morning when I was going to bed at around 5 a.m., I started to notice that my ability to see energy in the air has improved. The density of it, the way that I can see it move as I move my hand through it and not manipulate it, I want to say play with it. It's very substantial. I can feel it better. I can see it better. I see it rolling over my fingers and shooting out from my fingers. And which made me think like, wow, this full moon there's something going on. And let's see, just so I don't lose anything. Basically, I'm starting to believe that this energy that I see is a medium of some sort for everything else. Sort of like what the scientists call the dark matter in the dark matter in the universe. And I also want to put in here that I didn't get a chance to write about it, because I ended up going a little bit crazy and went into jail. But the week after my birthday, in October of this year, I started to become fully aware that I can see this sort of energy field around the body. um, of people, of like the human body. It first became like very vivid to me when I was in a Brigham yoga class, and I saw it in the mirror. Like I saw that thin layer around my body, and I I look it up. I said, oh, it's there. And I'm starting to notice it around other people better as well. But I saw glimpses of it before, but not to this extent. Okay, and this past several months, I feel that now I can see 5 different types of energy transfer, and I am still not completely sure what kind of transfer go with what. Like, I'm not completely sure what transfer go into which energy that I see, but I have a sense of it from my observation. So the first one that I have been seeing over the years, I mean, it's basically my recap here as well. The first one that I have been seeing over the years, 2 years, is this energy that would wave out of the body, or like certain body part. Usually it would move out more than moving in, and I feel that is like a transferring of life energy, or a loss of energy, or transferring of emotional energy, or psychic energy, or sexual energy. Like one time in 2013, I saw like a huge amount of energy coming out of me, so much of it. And at the time I did feel like there were entities that were basically zapping my, I don't want to use the word life force energy because I'm not really sure the terminology here, but they were taking some kind of energy out of me. Okay, so that's the first one. And the second one is I see it as a two-way travel. It's not very fast, and it seems to happen when I see it during healing. Like I would see the energy moving between my hand and the body, and I believe this is the transference of information, like medicine or energy programmings. And okay, the third one, I saw it, I believe I saw it the first time in August of this year when I first took a Seraphim Blueprint Angel healing class. And during that class, I saw energy that was raining down. It looks like kind of like shooting star, but it was like rain of energy that would shoot down, like falling down. Let's say falling down. It appears angelic-like, but I don't want to use the word angelic here. But it just appeared to me how I would describe it. And another time that it happened was when I was in a state of defenselessness. Maybe I was in a place that was not safe, energetically, and from other entities. And at that time, I asked for an energy of protection and love to fill me up and to protect me. And I saw the same kind of energy coming down. Started writing out, and my prayer was answered then. which I haven't read about that experience yet. It happened in early October. No, in September. In September. Okay. Okay, and the fourth one, I feel that I saw it tonight for the first time. Though I could be wrong here. Basically, it looks like a tunnel. Not really a tunnel, but it looks like a way. Oh, it looks like, like if you were to put a plank and you see some fluid sliding down a plank, and the plank is vertical, and that's what it looks like. And to me, it kind of looks like lava flow. It's an analogy here, lava flow, and like the way it moves down slow, and you can kind of like see like sort of like an eruption of energy here and there, which I believe is like a way of massive information energy signal broadcast or something. I don't know. Or I think I do feel like I've seen it before during like a session of when you like sitting in groups and you feel like there is a spirit guiding that group, and you kind of see it being it's like they've been connected. Okay. And the fifth one is tonight. I noticed that I can see the outer field of the energy ball better. And I can also see the energy that is moving within the energy ball better. Whereas before, it was more like me seeing either the energy that I'm pushing together in the air, which go back to the medium again, or the transference of energy between my palm. Okay. And in terms of like the feeling that goes with the energy, all of them have their own feelings. And I would say that one of the things that is like kind of like different from this was the first time that I experienced pulling an energy out of a rock in 2013, and that rock is with me. It's been with me, and as I was working at it, it had a lot of like magnetic energy, like it was being transferred throughout my body and like directly into my bone. So that was a different feeling. And tonight, when she was doing this like protection, which I will get to, like the trance energy, like when she was doing the protection energy healing thing, whatever, I forgot now, I literally felt a large amount of energy in my hand. Like I felt the weight of it, and when like I put my hand like this, I can feel it on my leg and pushing on my leg against my hand. And when I pull out, I can feel it. Like I can feel that I'm holding some kind of energy in my palm. Okay. And I guess the other one that I want to also touch on was in 2012, I had this feeling then, but I didn't think much of it. It's just a feeling. When one day we were playing baseball, I was at Origins at the time, and a part of me afterward or during the day, I felt like somebody there has some kind of an ability to mentally trip me. Not mentally trip me, I'm sorry. Use some kind of telekinesis to make me trip, because I was hitting the ball, and as I was trying to run, it was like as if something was tripping me up. And I was like, as I was running, I was like basically about to go face down onto the floor, right? And physically, physics, the physics law, I would have to put my hand on the ground, or would have already, like, I would have to basically fall on my hands at least, because of the way the weight of my body was going. But I was doing something, like something came over me, like just took over or something, or like an inner knowing, and I was doing my hand movement. I wouldn't call it, it feels like I was moving air, but it's just not really moving air. I don't think it's more like moving energy. It's kind of like, it felt like I was defying gravity, and I was pushing the energy onto the ground and to push myself up to standing, as I was like as my momentum was going, like my leg was going, my momentum was going for my body to like reverse back up, so that I could get my bearing back and keep running. Like, now that all this energy stuff is happening, it makes me look back at that. And of course, I talked to Justin earlier before I do this video blog, and we had I love Justin because we have amazing discussion about this stuff together, and made me think about my childhood, of certain things that happened before as a child that, society tells you this all inside your head. But like, now that all this stuff is happening, I'm like looking back in my childhood and like seeing, like looking back again, all the weird things that happened, or the weird things that I felt like I could do with my mind. I think it was real, I just didn't realize it, and I think it's coming back. And tonight I went to a since I come back to all this energy stuff again, I want to study energy as much as possible, because it's obviously something that I can do. And I also realized that I need to study other ways that people have done, that are doing, that have already been doing practices like Reiki and Seraphim Blueprint. And so I decided to like join more, or not join, like check out all this metaphysical group and spirituality group that's like popping up everywhere, right? And I made a reservation for this one on Tuesday, I think. No, on Wednesday. That I was gonna go. It's called A Night of Healing Spirit. And I had like some really amazing discussion with people there, and it did help me to get along my journey, to understand like about the light and dark and stuff. But God, so I have to go back and talk about this more in another post about the light and the dark here, and like it's just about energy here, like the concept of it. But anyway, where was I at? Anyway, I've never done trance. I've never been in a spirit trance session before. Like for me it was weird. It was, I don't know why the people call trance good. Like, to me trance is like a dark magic, you know, but to them it's light. Okay, so this is why I have issues with the light people here. That's a topic for another day. And after the discussion, they said we're gonna do a trance healing. I was like, okay, you know, I felt like the universe basically throw it up in my face here, just so like, because you know, I would not have done it on my own. Not now anyway. So it started happening, right? And this lady, I think her name is Susan, she explained to me a little how it works, what's gonna happen. I was like, alright. And as the spirit supposedly taking over her body, was like, is this bitch like fucking with me, you know? Like, is it all in her head, you know? But I was like being open, you know, to the possibility because of all the weird shit that's been happening to me and to the people in my life, and you know, so everything is possible nowadays, right? So, but then I felt this like energy around my back, my neck, and it felt like somebody or something was behind me. And then as she was, like the spirit was telling things that we should all hear, but a lot of it was directed at me because of the discussion that we had earlier, which a lot of them were good. A lot of them were actually very good. Very neutral, I found, in the information that exactly what I needed. I felt like this, some kind of like an energy build up inside of my head, and it felt like something was being downloaded into me, and I felt like a lot of my confusion dissipated, and I felt like a new knowingness, a new information is there for me. And during the healing, they call it like the we or something. Oh, we all had to write down on a piece of paper or like what kind of healing we wanted. I wrote down I want a chakra balance flow healing to like make it all flow. And I felt like an energy around here, my chest and my throat area, and it was like a ball, a small ball of energy, and then it was like all moving up to my and then she made us do like use our hand to be like energy ball. That was when I noticed the energy ball, like, you know, going through her head. So you know, I felt some energy, healing energy. You know, that's normal. And when she does the grounding energy to give us grounding, that was when I felt the energy build up in my hands. Because like we went back down to our ground, like when we came back up and doing the ball thing, I forget now, but I felt this energy. And then when I turned my hands over, I was like, whoa, I feel it on my legs. It's like as if I was putting my hands on my legs, but not to that extent, okay? Just an energy push here. And I was like, wow, and like as I pulled my hands closer to my legs, I could feel the energy push against my legs and my hands. And when I like take it up like this, I would still feel that energy. And I guess tonight, today, this week, a lot new things being happening. And of course I feel excited. My fear is not, like, I guess I would not say that I have no fear at this point, but my fear is definitely very minimal. My faith is much stronger than ever. And tonight with the trance and like meeting with these people and feeling the love energy being built up in the circle as we were discussing things, and I could feel it like building up. Like, wow. They just go to exactly what I believe about my free writing, saying about being prepared, and the whole thing about knowing what you are and who you are, to embrace yourself and know what you can offer to the collective or to the group that you may be in if something were to happen. But think positively, as they say, think positive. It's just gonna be a massive scale of awakening. So let's hope that is what is gonna come. And I am going to write about the sort of the discussion that I had with them, maybe. But definitely I need to write about my new elevation of concept of light and dark in terms of its being energy, which is so funny. Just Justin's brought it, like he basically said it himself as well, which is why I so need him in this journey that I'm on. And it caused me to look back at my three or four writing, and it's like, wow, my free writing, or this message that's been given to me had already told me at some point about the light and the dark as being one and the same. And here I am this month again, in this last month, struggling with what is light and dark. I mean, I know there's a purpose for it all, so that I get to have this discussion with all these people to get more input, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, right? But it's funny now to be looking at this right and like, wow, they've been telling me, the source been telling me all along, which totally make me have more understanding now of the Satan or the devil. Now the terminology of it is because we are all limited to the terms that we have today, right? God, Satan, God, the devil, whatever. But now I understand more of what Satan is representing. But I still don't know if something is to happen. I still don't know what role he has to play. I mean, and I don't think, maybe I am not supposed to know, but it's something that I will definitely find out, as he has told me so. So this is it for now. Exciting time. Yeah, acceleration for sure. It's like a big acceleration this past week, but this week, and I feel blessed for all the love that I've been receiving from my friends and family and the universe and all the entities and whatever, and all that is provided. It makes me keep going and has less doubt and stop questioning what I'm doing and why I'm doing all this. This is Nattawat Apibal. I just want to say, what the fuck was that? Pray for love, and pray for guidance, and have faith. And I swear I just saw something moving on my bed. Okie doke.